Most beautiful staircases in the world.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Talltanic. I'm your host, Alexa.
Taking a flight of stairs can often seem painful, especially if you're tired or carrying heavy groceries. The stairs on our list today will have you popping on some comfy shoes and climbing with vigor, as they are some of the most beautiful in the world.
If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.
Buuren Mountain, Belgium. Although getting to the top of it might feel like a mountain, the Buuren Mountain isn't one in the slightest. It's a staircase in Liga, Belgium. Not to make a mountain out of a molehill, but its 374 steps are in a straight escalation. The stairs were built in 1881 and get their name from Vincent de Buuren. De Buuren was a 15th century aristocrat who reportedly defended the city when it was under attack by the Duke of Burgundy. The stairs did serve a great purpose as a pathway for soldiers directly through the city. After the 374-step hike, you will be rewarded with great views of the city and the Musa River below. Highland del Diablo Waterfall, Ecuador. If you see this incredible waterfall side stairway, you might think it was a slide, but it's just an optical illusion caused by the color blending of the stones. Walking up the stairs of this waterfall is a slippery business, as the spray coming from the cascading falls creates a constant drizzle on the rocks. Considering the steep landscape, it's a wonder how these steps were built, but somehow they were carefully constructed with oversized pebbles to create the staircase that curls up the cliff to a surreal viewing point. Baroque spiral staircase of Melk Abbey, Austria. Since 1089, Melk Abbey has sat perched on a rocky outcrop overlooking the Danube River in Austria. The beauty of the design and architecture are what give it the reputation as one of the world's most exquisite monasteries. The main event in the abbey is the spiral staircase. It leads from one small library room to other library rooms higher up. No detail was spared. A Rococo grate adds elegance and safety to the design. The ornately painted underside of the stone steps forms an escalating ceiling of gold swirls above your head. There are many other beautiful elements to Melk Abbey, like a golden, glittering church and a ceiling fresco by Paul Troger. Moses Bridge Stairs, Netherlands. You know that saying, if we can't go over or under, we'll go through. That might have been referring to these next stairs. More recently, during a restoration project, it became clear that there was a need for some form of access bridge, but the architects didn't want to lose the island's remote feeling, so they decided that the best way over the moat was through it. And they designed a sunken bridge so that pedestrians can walk through the moat below the water's level. They designed their bridge with high walls that kept the moat's water at bay and ensured dry passage to pedestrians. The Vessel. This isn't your average up and down staircase tacked onto the side of a building. The Vessel is a $200 million, 16-story, 154 flights, 2,500 stairs, 80 landing strong interactive sculpture. The Vessel is part of the Hudson Yards redevelopment project in Manhattan and is intended to be a vertical park where locals and tourists meet and relax. It's a great walking spot with over a mile of staircases to explore. The floors above you and below you move, making it an interactive experience. Haiku Stairs, Hawaii. High up above the island of Oahu in Hawaii is one of the most beautiful staircases in the world. The Haiku Stairs, also known as the Stairway to Heaven, takes hikers along a steep and often treacherous trail. Since 1987, the trail has been closed to the public, but this is mostly ignored by hikers who climb it anyway. Starting with a ladder tacked onto a cliff, hikers must be up for a challenge to even start the trail. It winds over the ridges of mountains on wooden stairs, totaling 3,922 steps. El Penol Stone, Colombia. El Penol Stone, also known as La Piedra, is a monolithic stone formation made from stone, quartz, feldspar, and mica. It sits in the town of Guatape in Colombia, next to the hydroelectric dam of Penol Guatape. While it looks precarious, the steps are made of concrete and zigzag like a zipper in the big crack on the rock. There are 650 stairs up, and it's open to the public with a refreshment stand, tables, and umbrellas on the top, so you can spend time soaking in the views of hundreds of lush islands in the area. Red Staircase, Portugal. These stairs are literally the things from fantasy novels, as J.K. Rowling was inspired by its architecture in her famous Harry Potter series. The stairs reside in a bookshop in Portugal and are an attraction all of their own. They were designed by engineer Francisco Javier Esteves, who made them to look like they're floating. He achieved this effect by adding very little bulky structural supporting columns directly below the stairs, so it looks like they hover magically below the stained glass ceiling and carved wooden shelves. Travessinersteg, Zurich. Suspension bridges are generally freaky, but adding stairs to climb at the same time seems like a nightmare to most people, yet enter the bridge stair. If you're brave enough and near Zurich, head out to the Travessinertobel Gorge for a hike and an adrenaline rush all in one. You will ascend 72 feet from one side of the Swiss terrain to the other side of the gorge after climbing a steep set of swaying stairs. Tiger and Turtle Magic Mountain, Germany. Possibly the slowest roller coaster you will ever take, but that all depends on you. Tiger and Turtle Magic Mountain is literally a walking roller coaster. Perhaps it's a great therapy to get over your fear of runaway fair rides, as you can take it at any pace you like. Really, its designers, German artists Heike Mutter and Ulrich Gent, meant it more as a sculpture, but it's also a great viewing point of the countryside of Duisburg. Batu Caves, Kuala Lumpur. Climb a giant staircase into the limestone mountains near Kuala Lumpur and you will enter Batu Caves in Malaysia. Inside the cave, in the largest cavity, is the main temple of the Hindu holy site. It is a steep staircase of 272 steps, but worth the trip. The caves continue into the mountain with rare and wonderful rock formations. It's one of the busiest tourist spots, so you won't be climbing alone. Sprinkenhof Spiral Staircase. The next set of beautiful stairs literally looks as if they're staring right back at you. From the street level, it resembles a mesmerizing open eye with its spiraling, swirling iris. It's a 9-flight high stairway to, well, the top. And luckily, there is an elevator back down again. Sanshantai, Taiwan. On the far eastern coast of Taiwan is a cluster of islands that jut out of the Pacific Ocean. For those who venture to this eastern locale, a series of 8 arched bridges are available for visitors to walk to Sanshantai Island. Once on the island, adventurous travelers have the option of climbing up to the top, where the views of the Pacific Ocean are unmatched. Sagrada Familia, Barcelona. When you make it to the top of the Sagrada Familia stairs, no matter what you believe, it feels like a holy moment. Making it up the 504 winding stairs of the narrow staircase with people walking up and down at the same time and no handrail is unnerving, so busting finally out onto the open view rooftop feels like a miracle. When Anton Gaudi started building it in 1882, I don't think that he was accommodating for the crowds of 2019. The Statue of Liberty Stairs, New York. You don't have to take the elevator up and down to the Statue of Liberty viewing platform in her crown. Within Lady Liberty is a 20-story flight of stairs that is only reserved for the fit and healthy and even has height requirements. There is no messing around on this 354-stepped stairwell, but it could be a fun alternative if you like taking the path less traveled. Stairs to Nowhere, Umschreibung. Inside the KPMG building in Munich, Germany is a 30-foot tall flight of stairs that caused quite a stir in 2004 when they were opened. That's not particularly high for stairs and they aren't particularly grand, but what makes them noteworthy is that the double helix-shaped stairs go nowhere. They literally loop back around after you ascend to the top and go back down. The title, Umschreibung, means circumlocution, a movement without destination, a space defined by motion rather than walls. Momo Staircase, Vatican. This elegant staircase is also called the Snail Staircase or Simonetti Staircase, which sees 2 separate stairways, one heading up and the other down, twisting into each other to form a helix. It means that people won't bump into each other when going up or down. It works well considering the huge amount of people that head there and the fact that it's one of the most photographed staircases in the world. Tulip Stairs, London, England. Step out like royalty on the Tulip Stairs in the Queen's House in Greenwich. It was built during the 17th century, making it the first geometric, self-supporting spiral stairs in England. This hidden Greenwich gem welcomes visitors daily and was designed by architect Inigo Jones. The brilliant blue that the iron is painted in is made from crushed glass. 1. Chandbauri, Abaneri, India. These stairs have been trodden on by millions of people for over 1,000 years, and if you'd like to add yours to the mix, then head over to the Abaneri village of Rajasthan. It's one of the largest step wells in the world and was built by King Chanda in the 9th century. The site is 13 stories and has 13,500 narrow steps in total. These step wells are unique to this area and are also known as Badi and Baori. Chand Baori is the oldest surviving step well in Rajasthan. Tie up a trip to the stairwell with a visit to Bangar Fort, the most haunted fort in the world, if you dare.